I don't really want to focus on the Bengals now because I want to look ahead. But I mean, quickly, Marvin Lewis is 0-5. Andy Dalton's gone 3 straight years with 3 straight duds in the playoffs. What can they do? Because this is the organization that wants to get to the next level, and it just looks like with what they have there, they're a great regular season team. They just don't seem to have the right fit to win playoff games. What changes would you make before we get back to the NFL this week?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate what's gone on in Cincinnati, Eric. And I remember in September I picked the Cincinnati versus Seattle Super Bowl thinking that something different was going to happen with the Cincinnati team come the postseason. And the postseason arrived, and you stared down the AFC, and really it seemed like anyone had a chance, for good reason, New England and Denver at the top. But what Cincinnati brought to the table this year was the best defense by far out of any team in the AFC playoffs. So you thought if Andy Dalton could take care of the football and win a home game and maybe make some magic, something could happen there. But the reality is they turned into a shell. His decision-making was absolutely atrocious in that football game. Watching some of the stuff after the fact, some mic'd-up stuff from the Chargers sidelines. Eric Weddle was pretty much calling out what Andy Dalton was doing. When the Chargers blitzed, he didn't see it coming. When they dropped back, he thought they were blitzing.
Yeah.
It was a real unfortunate day for him. It's tough to say. It's Cincinnati. They're not going to fire anybody. They're not really going to replace the quarterback, who I think this might be most damning on, unfortunately, is Jay Gruden's going on a lot of head coaching interviews this week. And Andy Dalton is sort of his hand-selected guys. Many stories out of the Cincinnati war room that Jay Gruden wanted Andy Dalton over Ryan Mallett, and that's sort of an unknown. So to compare them would be entirely unfair. You got to give Dalton a lot of credit for what he's done, stepping in as a rookie and leading a team to a playoff game 3 straight years. But nothing's going to change there. That's the unfortunate matter for Cincinnati fans. They're really just going to have to bear with it at least one more year. There's no way they fire the coach. Highly unlikely. They even bring anybody in for competition.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They're not going to pay Marvin Lewis because they don't want to pay him and then pay another coach. So that's the way the Bengals are.